All right, so this is one of the first videos I've ever done and put on about, well, on the YouTube in general. Obviously, I don't care about making any money right now, so there's no ads and shit like that. This video, I just wanted to explain. So, a lot of people ask me how they can use ChatGPT or, oh, ChatGPT. And when I say a lot of people, it's friends that run businesses or have things they're working on, or they're professionals in their, obviously, their career that could utilize ChatGPT currently, and I know it's a trend. It's a big thing, of course. So explaining that to you is like explaining it to them briefly. This is not going to be super in depth. If you are in a business or in a position at your job that has a lot of writing, like input and output, right? Text and images, but mostly text, like copywriting, law, being a lawyer or paralegal, anything that requires you to type a bunch of shit and give it to somebody else, or whatever you create is it's going to be you're creating text or a PDF or something or a Word document and you're having to send it to somewhere else. That's where ChatGPT shines right now because you can type something in and it will give you a response. Now, hopefully that was somewhat clear. So, a concrete example would be, a lot of lawyers think that they can only do their job. Like they're the only ones that can do their job, which they're correct. They went to school, all that jazz. However, from what I understand and what I see, you can get ChatGPT to do a good chunk. Like, well, let's just aim for 50% of, shitting out a document that you can modify um, from there. So really, the first step in using ChatGPT is to get out of your own way and drop your ego and look at ChatGPT as like, okay, how can this help me? Um, so from a lawyer standpoint, again, following on with that example, it's like, inject ChatGPT a little bit each day. So like, if you're working, stop for a moment and be like, could I use ChatGPT for this? And the answer is probably yes most of the time. It's most of the time it's gonna be yes. So then you can go to ChatGPT and query and spend a couple of minutes asking questions to get the response you need. And then that also leads into the final piece of ChatGPT is ChatGPT actually it's a tool to help us as humans ask better, more precise questions. When it's all said and done, I started a new idea yesterday and I started querying ChatGPT. I'm like, I'm just going to use ChatGPT to try to help me create the copy and the idea and a marketing plan, etc. And I found myself, I was like, there was a subtle question or a subtlety that I asked it. I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, here's my idea. Here's the name of it." Um, and then because I know that ChatGPT right now requires you to be very specific with your questions, or sorry, it doesn't require you, but to get the most out of it right now, you have to ask specific questions on what you're trying to do. And an example of that real quick would be, look, you're trying to write a 5 paragraph paper, right? The first paragraph's intro, the 3 paragraphs are supporting, and the final one is the conclusion, right? You're not going to ask ChatGPT, hey, write me a paper on this subject. The smarter way to do it is to say, hey, ChatGPT, here's the idea that I'm trying to sketch out. Let me give you as much information as possible, as much context, and then now I'm going to query ChatGPT and say, look, I want to write the introduction paragraph. That's it, that one piece out of the 5. And then you step through it. So for me, I was like, oh, instead of, hey, here's my idea, here's my name, give me an idea, and give me all the plans, the whatever, the marketing plan. I was like, wait, I can't just ask it to do that because ChatGPT is going to basically shit all over itself and not give me what I want. It's going to give me an idea of what it thinks I want, but I need to be very specific on asking it what I want. And it will give me what I want. So the subtlety was I asked ChatGPT, hey, I paused and I was like, instead of asking it, hey, what services could this business offer? I was like, I limited it. I was like, hey, give me two core services that this business could offer that have a good chance of being hired. And right there, that probably saved me a day, 2 days, 3 days of thinking because I was able to get to that question a lot faster because the constraint that ChatGPT is kind of giving me to be specific. So the subtlety again, one more time was like it gave me pause and I was able to say, "Oh, wait, how how can I ask a very specific question to get the information I want to move on quickly for this business idea?" And it was, "Oh, give me two things. Don't give me." I didn't say, "Hey, give me something. Give me a list of things that I could offer," and then I'd have to go figure it out. It's like, no, let me just shortcut this and be like, let me can create a constraint because constraints create like breed creativity. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I asked it, give me two things. So that's where I'm at right now. Long-winded. I'll get better as the coming videos, but I'll document this process of using ChatGPT to build this business over a 90-day period. And I'll try to use concrete examples, and I'll attempt to get some screenshots in here in the next one.